Hello everyone, I'm your Prince of Derp, and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. We are in a pickle. That's the only way to describe this. We're in a pickle. No. I want to throw lightsaber. Let me throw my lightsaber. Bunch of dudes, they got rid of my entire team, and now we gotta deal with this. With just his Grimsworth. I was mildly hoping that if these dudes, kept going, they would... Why did I freeze there? They would end up fighting my friends over there. There's the remote. Oh, the remote's doing okay. How's it going, buddy? Why aren't you fighting? Ooh, you got really close to winning. Okay. Any more damage? Run. Master Force body. Heal. Yes, heal my unconscious allies. They will help. Ha. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, maybe this pickle wasn't so pickly. Now time to heal them all. Whew. Okay, I thought that was gonna be worse. Credits. Construction kit. Hyperdrenal stamina.
I don't have time for your resistance, Captain Riken. We need the override code for the palace shields.
And I told you that I don't know. You scanned my ID, you know my post is the merchant quarter.
I'm sure that's what you'd like me to believe. I have been authorized to use any means at my...
Captain, the Jedi is still coming. He's in the security complex right now.
Defend the security room with your lives. The Jedi could ruin everything.
I will not surprise. I doubt it's enough. Yes! You cannot defeat me. Ha. Open door. Military droid Merc 2. You doing fun? You doing okay, bud?
Having you here has an effect on me, General. I never noticed it years ago.
What do you mean?
I feel calm, more in control. The anger is still there, but I can feel it drifting away. The last years of my life have been defined by it. The Mandalorians, Zerka, and Revan. And above all else, myself, for Malachor.
What about me for giving the order?
Never, General. It had to be done. My hands destroyed the Mandalorians. I cannot be forgiven for that.
Had you not, millions of innocents in the Republic would have been killed. You saved
Even
them.
if I did it out of hatred of the Mandalorians?
Anger will lead you to the dark side.
My feelings are bad enough without having to worry about Jedi problems. My anger is nothing compared to the blood on my hands.
You've dwelled on the past for too long. You cannot undo history. But you can change the future.
Even if there isn't, I still feel like I need to do something to make up for it.
Learn the ways of the Force? If you would let me teach you, the Force can become your shield.
Under your guidance, I feel like I could overcome my anger.
And we have no time to waste. Oh my god, what? Bowder's Jedi is Force sensitive? What? Okay. Okay. You know what? I'm fine with this revelation. Belger has been one of my favorite characters. Like in all of this game, he's been one of my favorite characters. No, we can't let Baldur die. He just figured out he was force sensitive. Feats. He's gained Jedi defense. That's great, actually. I'm gonna give him a lightsaber as soon as possible. Yeah, regenerate force points, my guy. This is honestly cool. Force deflection. Reinforce, nah. One trick. Heal, honestly, having a no heal would be great. Oh, he has access to 2 of them. Instant combo. Yeah, do what you wish, Baldur. You do that. I'm going to have his. Oh no, please, please. Vitalize, heal. I'm having his like kinetic in between, you know, doing a bunch of combat stuff. Honestly, I'm just gonna give Baldur a lightsaber right now, because that is awesome. Swapping weapons. He has a plus 29 to hit with a lightsaber. Yo, that's awesome. Make sure everyone's healed. We just have a group of Jedi now. This is the greatest. I love this already. Maybe I need to talk to my allies more often. Honestly, I probably should. Alright, take those means.
Salji listo park norcha, nusni hacha batishichor. Bawan maderancha, you can most krun. Nande mi soku kuran maran.
You seem to have enjoyed your job. I take pride in my skill and your constant measure of stress. But I cannot feel in my ways to go right now and contemplate the depth of my mistake. I don't believe a word you've said. I can tell you aren't lying about that. Those were like I need access to the console. Stay here, soldiers will come deal with you soon.
Kabadumpa, mo wendido chokeremi nort.
You again? Seems you made a Don't suppose you can help? You don't need to tell me about that. If you could... The primary... I think that Slicer is still logged in. So if you could hurry, it's...
Move, dude.
Bram tabanin soju. Yatuka...
Access controls, open all doors, upload area schematic. Do that. Hey, I still need. Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Now that you've got me out, you need to get the primary security console's override code. Once you've got that code, if you can get to the secondary security station...
I've already transferred to Cadron's secondary.
You have? You don't waste a minute. Captain Cadron will open the doors to Vaklu and Tobin any moment then. Let's
go. What? We're saving the queen. Let's do this. Everyone crack your neck. Pop your fingers. Pop your toes. Pop your nose. Get those fingers finging. Do the thing, and now we destroy.
Will you just die already? You will go no further than this.
You will... I told you that that door wouldn't stop me.
You're too late. Our pet beast is about to breach the force field to the throne room. The Queen will be dead in moments.
Oh no.
Watch out! I've lost control of the beast!
Yeah, this is why you don't trust the Sith. Dillweeds. Gah.
Ignore the beast. Into the throne room. The Queen must die.
I love seeing my back.
Oh, blast it all.
So, guys, you want to just leave him to his fate? Let's not just leave him to his fate. I'm just throwing my lightsaber at him. Wow! Bowder is already doing great with a lightsaber. I knew he had it in him. Wow! I'm still a Padawan, but I've basically become a teacher to a Jedi. That's great. I have my own Padawan, and I am a Padawan. Everyone's dressed the same! How do I fight? Join the battle. There's nothing cool here that I can grab. Alright. Before we join the battle. Heal our allies. And now we join the battle. Ooh, remains. Ripping Zal alloy. Toss. Toss. And toss. 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 And one more toss for good measure. Search beams. Ooh, explosive rocket. Gimme that. Gimme, gimme. Hello! I'll give you this. Stabby stab. Good job. Good job, Kavar. Hello, Kreia.
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now your life is forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process. A price must be paid. But Onderon will have a new destiny, one larger than you could imagine.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Dear God.
Damn you! Your skill with the blade won't save you from my men. Goodbye, Talia. Fire!
Your plans end here, Vaklu.
What? The Jedi lives? But how?
You'll find that I'm full of surprises.
Kill him and the Queen men. Quickly. They must not be allowed to live.
And a bunch of lasers. Go, Bowder! Use your new Jedi powers!
You've won this battle, Talia. But your reign won't be an easy one. The Republic is a sinking ship.
You're a sinking
and
ship.
you're too attached to it.
He's too dangerous to leave alive. As distasteful as it is, it might be best to silence him forever. Until he's dead, all of Onderon is in peril.
Although I respect your counsel, Kreia, the decision is the Queen's, not mine.
So what will it be, Your Majesty? Send me to your best detention cell. I will be free within the week, and vengeance will be mine.
Are you so sure of my decision, Vaklu? I appreciate the Jedi's counsel, but as monarch, I decree you are guilty of treason. The punishment is death, to be carried out immediately. Captain Cadron?
Talia, you can't. You're too weak. What about my trial?
I'm just gonna stay silent.
Your whole life has been a trial, Vaklu, but it's over now. You are right. We can't detain you. Too many people are still loyal to you. You've left me no real option.
Men, ready blasters. Aim. But you can't. This can't be.
Well, he did it to himself.
Fire!
Pew!
What is done is done. I don't think the service you have given us can ever be repaid. I must go with Captain Cadron. The fighting must be stopped. I will be back shortly to try and repay you. The crisis is over thanks to you and Master Kavar. I believe he'd like to speak to you, if you'll excuse me.
All right. It is over. It is all done. The Queen is saved.
Ah, the wound is not a mortal one, though it has been some time since I exercised my healing powers. There is a shred of life within you still. A gift from your master, no doubt. Awaken, Colonel Tobin. Your part in this is not over. Colonel Tobin, I am with Vaklu. The war has gone against him. He sent me to rescue you, to tell you you must make haste off-planet. The Jedi have struck. They had a secret academy buried on Telos, and they are showing themselves at last. We are all in danger.
What? But the Jedi are gone. They have all but vanished.
So we all thought, but they have hidden themselves on Telos.
Out of my way, old woman. This war can still be won, and Onderon can be freed.
Indeed. This war is far from over.
Oh my god. It's a Brack pistol.
The Queen has requested you stay here until she gets back. I imagine you'll get some sort of reward. Talk with Master Kavar.
want to loot a body.
The Queen's request Dr.
Hello, KOTOR.
The Force works in mysterious ways, it seems. There are times I'm not convinced it doesn't have a sense of humor. We spend all this time looking for you, and you came to us. I thought you might return to Onderon. Looks like just in time.
You were looking
I told
for
the
me?
other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, and try to understand what happened to you. I don't know how much you know, but this threat that's striking at the Jedi, it's attacking us through the Force. Varuk didn't believe me, but he was willing to travel to Dantooine, if only to help the settlers there, and perhaps protect what was left of the Jedi Enclave. Whatever the reason, having us all drop out of sight, I thought might make the enemy more bold. But then you happened. You came back, and you became a new target for whoever was attacking us.
Why did you choose these places to hide?
They were places touched by war, and we thought there was a chance you would return to these worlds, if only to try and make peace with what happened there during the war. But now the Sith have revealed themselves. That means the remaining Jedi will gather on Dantooine. From there, we can counterattack.
I feel like this is a bad idea. Why not Telos?
But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War.
But Atris is on Telos.
Atris? I thought Atris had gone to KOTOR. Too many Jedi have scattered. The Council needs to gather. We cannot remain concealed any longer.
What happened on KOTOR?
We knew that someone was preying on us, hunting us. Finally, the Jedi decided to take action, and called a secret conclave on KOTOR to decide what must be done. Before the meeting could even begin, all the Jedi on the planet were killed, along with the Miralukas and all other life on the planet. Their deaths could be felt throughout the galaxy. So the Council decided that we must not present ourselves as a target again. The consequences to others were just too great. That we should use our resources to find who was responsible and deal with them. I think you're the only one who's made progress.
I have questions.
The difficulties you surmounted to get here. You must have many questions. You deserve answers.
Why did you cast me out?
There was nothing else we could do. You defied the Council. You followed Revan to war. I know why you did it, but you must understand, the exile was never the punishment you thought it to be. We could not have made you do such a thing in any event. I think you knew, inside, what you needed to do in order to heal.
What do you mean? Perhaps so. It gave me time to reflect.
All those lives during the Mandalorian Wars, and all those you've served beside. Too much death leaves echoes in the Force. It is the price for having such connections. I suspect that is why you chose to accept the Council's judgment, to wander beyond the Rim, and why you traveled with no one, and did not stay in any place too long. I have thought of you since your trial, and there are times when I wonder if being connected to the Force is always the gift it is believed to be.
I want to talk about
whatever
else.
I can.
I've reestablished my connection to the Force.
You always had deep connections to the Force. I'm glad to see that it is once again your ally. When I first sparred with you during your training as a Padawan, I could tell that you were different. And it wasn't just your strong connection to the Force.
I want to talk about something else. I've developed a Force bond with another. If either one of us feels pain, so does the other. If either one of us dies...
That sounds like the bond that often forms between master and apprentice. You always did form connections to others, strong ones, even when you were a student. But what you are describing is beyond me. I'm sure others in the Jedi Council would be able to assist you, if you could find them. Whatever...
I'll talk about something else. Answered all my questions. All right.
There is something I would like to teach you. It is a technique which, I believe... Many of the lightsaber forms you've already learned will bolster your abilities in one area, while leaving you vulnerable in others. For superior balance, use the Niman form. This form has no specific strengths, but no weaknesses either. It will provide a decent defense versus enemy force fires and blaster fire. Excellent. I'm impressed with how quickly you've mastered this form. I always knew you were gifted. I'm going to Dantooine. The Jedi Council vowed to assemble again when the Sith revealed themselves. Now that they've attacked Onderon, we can act. Our paths will cross again. May the Force be with you.
Well, I'm pretty sure I've contacted all of the Jedi already.
I'm sorry to keep you here. I needed to thank you personally for all of your help. Onderon owes both you and Master Kavar a debt that can never truly be repaid. Battles still wage in our streets, but by morning the conflict should be over. I recognize you must leave soon, but please, take this. I had also planned on giving you some relics from Onderon's past, but Vaklu's troops looted our museum. I hope the credits and my sincere thanks are enough. Captain Bostuko has made arrangements for a shuttle to take you to your ship. I fear it will be quite some time before you can come back. The war was brief but destructive. I will focus all of my energy on rebuilding Isis. Thank you again. I must go.
Good luck rebuilding Isis.
I will take you to your shuttle.
Yay. Wahoo. I wasn't able to loot those bodies. Oh, hey! No, let me loot those bodies. No! Dang it!
I sense the conflict on Onderon even from this dense jungle.
The political situation on Onderon has been dealt with. Onderon has only one leader now.
Onderon will stop bleeding for a time, but wounded things rarely stay.
We should return to the Ebon Hawk now and plot our next course of action.
My life for yours. I am able to serve. If we end...
I asked if you were all right.
I have not heard that question in some time.
Who hurt you?
The scars are many and the causes equally so.
How did you find me?
Felt you. Heard you through the Force. I will answer what I can.
You seem a
the
little
more
calmer.
I travel with you, the more questions I have.
What did you learn?
I learned more of myself and I wish to thank you for sparing me when we first met. I will answer what My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect...
You sound as if that sight is lost.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the...
Force sight, first person mode, and can also use it as force power by spending force
My
points.
master, he has crippled me. I have seen the galaxy as it truly is. It is not something I can explain. I will I am not familiar with the place you speak of. But there are others who may move more freely.
What do you mean?
There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is this. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. I will answer
questions.
Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me?
Because I believe you can be saved.
You must not do this.
To help others is not a weakness. It is a strength to them both.
So you say. But it...
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left. It is not a subject.
How did he destroy it?
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it.
Or did your master just
The
destroy
Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And KOTOR, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, and my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me. He cannot deny his hunger for long, and any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life. They hope to see the threat. He cannot deny. And now
I will answer questions.
It is not a subject which I have spoken of.
How was it destroyed? I've seen
I've
similar
heard tales
actions.
of Malachor. It is said that many of my... But do not mistake me. I did not mean to draw comparisons between KOTOR and Malachor.
How did you
I am
survive?
not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
As if everything suddenly went silent.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of KOTOR. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
How was it
The
destroyed?
planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it. I will...
I'll be going now. Well, we're now entering the Ebon Hawk. After that mildly depressing talk. God. Oh, we're in. Hello. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have enjoyed this episode. We've saved Isis for now. And hopefully it stays saved. Feeling like Mr. Incredible over here. I just cleaned up this mess. You keep it clean for 5 minutes. Anyway. Once again, I hope you all have an incredible day. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.